All right there, world. We got one of them $600 Mojab off-road jacks. So let's unbox it. I didn't really want to make this purchase that rapidly, but I called the dude to ask some questions, and he said there was only one red one left in stock and that it would be another 2 or 3 months before they had more. And well, I guess I own a jack now. Mojab is not a sponsor, but we have other vehicles to outfit, so maybe Mojab will be a sponsor. Hope I'm saying that the right way. Ooh, that's fancy. I mean, it's not free, but it's still fancy. Maybe Mojab will sponsor the channel with the shorter version of this jack for Tanya's service car trailer. She's beefy, folks. She's beefy. She is a beaut. I don't even want to touch it. Now, of course, most people would read the instructions. We don't do that here. We take it out of the box, we jack with it, we mess around with it, we wonder why it doesn't work, and then we go looking for the instructions. So that's cool. It gives you multiple different jack points. I think the lowest is 6 inches. Let me get a tape measure. I don't know what 6 inches is off the top of my head. That's probably not 6 inches, folks. 3. All right, the lowest it will grab is 6.5 inches unjacked. That's what she said. And the highest low setting it will grab unjacked is a whopping 27 inches. Now, I'm pretty certain that this model, well, both jacks, this is considered the 48 and the other one is a 40. And I think the travel range on this jack is about 13 inches. It might be 11. We have to unlock this Schrader. Mojab, if you're listening, this could be a little easier to do. They want you to press this kind of often to get all the air out. This will lift 4,400 pounds. Naturally, when you're using hydraulics and you're moving fluid around, air is going to build up in the system. So every 3 or 4 pumps, if you bring the camera in, I've only pumped 4 times, and you can hear letting air out. In the video that Mojab made What the guy explained is that you're not going to get full range of motion, or maybe I'm misspeaking. The handle will travel full range of motion, but notice after you let the air out, there is no play here. It is immediately jacking every inch of stroke. You like that one, folks? So jack 3 or 4 times. 5, 6. When you go all the way up, there's still not as much play as the guy had in his jack in the instructional video. All right, so let's remember our lowest high point was 27 inches. Now, whether it was at the lowest setting or the highest setting, the travel is going to be the same. Range of travel is how far the jack will move from its lowest position to its highest position. All right, that's it. We have reached the maximum height. So our measurement before was 27, and now we're at 48. That's 19 inches of travel, if I'm correct. 19 inches of travel. That's nice. So if you notice here, when you move this Schrader valve, there is an indentation, or a notch, if you will. And on the Schrader valve is a little set screw. Pretty sure you can see that. That set screw needs to be lined up with this notch because this is the lower button. I should probably put some weight on that. But when fully depressed, the lower button will also depress the air release. This is probably going to move quicker if there's weight on it, other than my behind. I'm excited to use this. I really am. I'm going to give an honest review of this jack because I bought this myself from their website. If you buy it jack alone, it's $550. If you buy it with these mounting blocks, they're an additional $50. But I spoke with the gentleman yesterday. Today's Saturday. I spoke with this guy on Friday. Mind you, I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona, and this company is, I don't know, Mesa or Glendale. But I bought it yesterday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. It's in my driveway. Saturday. This is a pretty stout looking. How do you push it? Pretty stout looking clamps. This is steel with foam. It's got a stainless steel latch. It looks like you can put a lock through there. That's an awful small lock. I don't know where I'm going to put these. They recommend that you keep the jack vertical. It is a hydraulic jack, so anytime you're dealing with hydraulics, they want you to keep these things upright when stored and transported. But I spoke to the owner, I think he was the owner yesterday, and he did say, I made sure to ask how important it is to keep this vertical its entire life. He explained, if I remember correctly, when they started making these, they were using a different type of Schrader valve. Maybe it was an air Schrader valve. And I think that's what he said. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But yeah, I think they were using an air schrader when they first started making these. And then they may have realized that that wasn't the best thing. So they went with a liquid schrader valve. And he told me, you can lay this thing down. You can keep it stored short-term or long-term horizontally. Maybe I misspoke earlier. They want it kept vertical, but you can store it horizontal because the way my truck is set up, I just don't know where I'm going to put this. Sure, I could mount it. I could mount these clamps to one of my gang boxes, or I can build a stand for it and bolt the stand to the bed, bolt the mounting clamps to the stand, keep it upright. That's not always going to be feasible for me, so I think what I'm going to do is maybe keep it in the cab of my truck, or I don't know, maybe I'll find somewhere on the tailboard to mount it. Because when I'm on the highway, the less that I need to get in and out of the truck is safer for me. As you can see, I do have a hitch step. I keep that in the truck for the most part because without that, the bumper is higher than I'm comfortable with getting in and out of the truck all day. And the diamond plate doesn't give much traction. And here in northern Arizona, we have snow and rain for, 40 or 50% of the year. So my step is diamond tread. And I do want to put some other tread on that bumper because I slip a lot. I'm 43. I'm not 18 no more. So when I hit the ground, it hurts a little more than it normally does. I'm thinking that if I rearrange some things here in the back, I can probably mount those clamps somewhere back here. Maybe if I don't want to move this or change its location too much because I use this wood a lot. Most of the work I do is on the shoulder, and not all shoulders are the same. They're not all full width pavement. So sometimes the vehicle is half on the pavement, half in the dirt, and that's why I have different lengths of wood so that I can build a step platform, and the longer ones will bridge from the dirt to the cribbing, and then my jack goes on that. But anyway, I'm thinking I want to put that jack right here. I don't want to have to climb into the bed all the way up there to the front gang box to get my jack, because when I'm on the side of the highway, I lay my truck out for speed and efficiency. I want to be able to get in, get off, get out. I don't want to project out on the side of the road. So if I have to spend too much time getting to a tool, then I just generally don't keep it on my truck. I might be able to mount one of those brackets somewhere in here and then keep the jack on the truck here. I don't know. What do you think, lady? Let's get the jack. Take this. We'll grab some of these. We'll get the jack. I'm going to put this the way they want it. Don't even remember how it was. I think this was wrapped around this. Should have paid attention a little better. I got excited though. All right. Maybe sideways like this. I don't know. Yeah, that might work out perfect. But this is gonna be a real treat to close. That might work out. What do you think, lady?
Yeah.
That's like nearly perfect. Whew. You really don't want this jack moving. I think I could do that. These brackets are not clocked identically, so we'll work on that, but yeah, I think that's looking like the key right there. I think that's gonna work out. One dirt line, one dirt line. I think that might be it. I gotta worry about how I'm gonna keep it secured though. And I do have full access back here behind this panel from the bottom to the straight to the top. A lot of crap in the way. We're looking at roughly 9.5 inches. Oh yeah. I'll be able to reach these two locations, no problem. That'll be perfect. So I think between the raindrops, I don't know, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, whatever. We might be mounting this thing, and that's cool. I gotta call them back and ask if it can get wet. I don't know if I'm gonna want to leave it there 24/7. Maybe I'll figure out some sort of cover for it so that I can at least cover this portion, and then, you know, who cares if the bottom gets wet, but we'll see. All right, we'll get back with you. Thanks.